Leading with Why. Please give Chris a massively warm welcome.
Hi, so my talk is titled Leading Teams with Why. I often find that projects start with what we're building rather than why we're building it. And I wanted to share my inspiration I took from Simon Sinek's book. So just a bit of a refresher then. So the golden circle is an inside-out communications model with the why in the middle, then the how, and then finally the what. So the why is your purpose, cause, and belief. The how is your actionable values, purposes, methods, and so if you think about a value of integrity, an actionable value will be, I'll always tell the truth. And then finally, what is your output, so your product or your service you're offering. So with a strong why, you can pull people together. So think about Martin Luther's iconic words, I have a dream, said in a more inspirational way than I just did. It pulled in crowds of people who have a similar belief that everybody should be treated equally. And then when you have a strong why, you can then pull in other leaders. So for example, like Ralph Abernathy, he was able to take that belief of equality by non-violent means, actionable and tangible, by asking people to boycott the buses, for example. One of my other favourite stories is Southwest Airlines. So their purpose was to make air travel accessible for the everyday person in the days when air travel was quite expensive. And this was compounded by Herb Kellner's employee-first approach. He was able to provide an environment where people would feel that the purpose of the cause of what they're doing, so people then would be empowered to actually work with him. He also provided guardrails rather than rules, so the frontline staff could actually make their own pragmatic decisions. And these happy, empowered employees were self-driven to provide excellent customer service. And for me, this resonates with me because this is exactly how teams should be treated. So going back to the golden circle, so why is why so important? Well, the why triggers the limbic system part of the brain, which deals with the emotions and behaviors. So starting with why and then how, provide the customers loyalty to the brand, so you get a trust. The what triggers the neocortex part of the brain, and that triggers the language and thinking. And this doesn't trigger much inspiration or loyalty. So I always feel that a team and a project should have a really clear why. So when you've got a clear purpose, the team are more empowered to actually sort of go the extra mile. It's a feature, it's like a mini why or a mission. So in the past, my project, the developers were given a well-architected solution for them to just code out, which didn't feel very inspiring. So why are we doing this? This doesn't make sense. And they were asking lots of questions, thinking, oh, why does it do this? Why does it do that? So I've been working a lot with the team to get them more involved at the very early stage of the project. So as soon as we have a problem, we get the team to help solution that problem along with the architects. And then also trying to give chunks of the work then to the developers themselves to lead on. So this empowers the team. The team feel that they're actually solving problems rather than just coding stuff out. They're not coding monkeys anymore. And this really kind of helps them sort of become more self-driven and help lead the project. So some random salary. So in Simon Sinek's book, he uses the salary test as a metaphor where we filter our decisions through our core beliefs. So for example, if I believe that I should only be eating healthy food, and then I suddenly start eating junk food instead of things like celery or other healthy food, then I've obviously deviated from my core belief. So yeah, as an example, Walmart was yet another American superstore that was founded in a very crowded market. However, it was successful because the founder, Walton, he was able to have a strong sense of purpose. He wanted to serve the community. And that applied to both the customers and his employees as well. Sadly, when he died, that why became fuzzy, and it turned to manipulation, all the special offers that come out. And so with that, then they confused their why with how they did business to offer low prices. Employees weren't treated the same, they were treated quite badly, and in the end, companies sort of went into decline, scandal after scandal. I find that projects can also fail the salary test. So if you have a project that starts off with great purpose and energy, and then suddenly, in the 11th hour, that project gets shelved for some other priority, then that trust will erode. The team will lose momentum as they have to stop that work and start something else. And they kind of became disengaged with the project. What's the point? It's only going to change tomorrow. It's important that the team revisit their why, that their purpose, their vision, because as time goes on, it's very easy to drift off course from your original sense of purpose. And also, it's important for new employees to be inducted to ensure that they are familiar with the team vision. So thinking about the traditional Scrum roles, the product owner is there to inspire the why. The Scrum Master is there to help communicate that why, help with the team, the how and the what. I found that in recent projects I've been on, these roles don't seem to exist anymore. The product owner seems to be various layers of senior management deciding what the product should be and what features should be in it. And we have the business analyst and the delivery manager being the proxy product owner. And then the Scrum Master role is kind of split between the delivery manager and the tech lead. So without a real kind of product owner, it's a constant battle to stop the products growing arms and legs, because the management who are not part of the projects and don't see the longer view of it all, and so they'll prefer, we're looking for that quick win. So let's put this feature in, but that feature doesn't really belong in that product. That belongs to a different service. So it's really important for the Scrum Master to look after the why. And when you look at the tech lead will have to focus sometimes on the architecture and code, which sometimes moves the focus away from the team. And then some tech leads might be there because of their technical excellence, and therefore don't have the mentoring or the coaching skills to nurture the team around them. So however teams are formed, it's important that we don't lose sight of the why. So let's ensure that purpose leads us. Thank you.
I definitely like that. Scrum Master helps communicate the why, definitely.